Hey, welcome back viewers. This is Ejaz here. I want to tell you how to select and how to reject your projects, your investment. In this video, I'll explain you the entire concepts of capital budgeting, my friends. Capital budgeting is one of the long-term investment of a company. As I tell you, my friends, there are two types of investment when you start your business. The first one is short-term investment and the second one is long-term investment. The policies of the organization divided in two parts. One is short-term policy or working capital management policy, and another side is long-term policy or capital budgeting policy, my friends. I'll concentrate on capital budgeting policy or long-term policy today. It is one of the long-term investments of the organization, like purchase of land, purchase of building, plant, machinery, furniture, fixture, or some of the projects. Okay, you need to evaluate those projects, whether the particular alternative project will give benefit or not. Okay, by consideration of interest rate or inflation rate in the economy. Okay, because it is long term in nature. For example, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, okay, long 10 years, long 25 years. Okay, whatever number of years, but I'll consider 4-year question, okay, before you, and I'll try to explain the entire concept. Okay, normal rate, inflation rate. By, for example, you invested, okay, for example, 1 lakh rupees today. Okay, the project is long 4-year project, and how many years you require to get back your investment? So you apply one of the technique of capital budgeting. Friends, techniques of capital budgeting is very important, and it's my today's topic to discuss on techniques of capital budgeting. Okay, discounting techniques and non-discounting techniques are there. Okay, like payback period, discounted payback period, and net present value. Okay, profitability index, cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio. Likewise, accounting rate of return. Okay, there are two formulas to calculate accounting rate of return. Okay, some of the follow formula number 1, and some of the industries they follow formula number 2. I'll explain you both number 1 and number 2 formula of accounting rate of return, and it is also known as average rate of return, my friends. At last, internal rate of return, comparison of two different rates and finding out your internal rate, my friends. And even we learn modification of internal rate of return. It is nothing but MIRR. Right? These are the technique. The first one is payback period, second one discounted payback period, third one is net present value, and the fourth one is profitability index, benefit cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio. Number 5th is accounting rate of return or average rate of return, and the 6th one is internal rate of return, and additional one is modified internal rate of return. Okay, let us consider one question. Suppose there are 4 years and you are generating some profit. Okay, I consider year here. Alright, year and CFBT. See, even you need to understand what is this CFBT, cash flow before taxes. So we have to convert this cash flow before tax into cash flow after tax for calculation of all the techniques of capital budgeting, irrespective of payback period, discounted payback period, net present value, profitability index, cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio, accounting rate of return, average rate of return or internal rate of return, my friends. These are the 5 different important techniques of capital budgeting. I am going to explain you in this video today. Please watch this video very carefully from beginning to till end, so that you will understand how to accept the project and how to reject, by what reason you reject the project. So these all things you learn from this video, my friends. So I am considering year end CFBT, cash flow before tax it is. So first I will write 0. 0 means investment year 1, year 2, year 3 and 4, my friends. Right? So likewise the investment is just consider 1 lakh rupees. Okay, I won't take much, but 1 lakh. So this is our investment, and the returns are I'll consider the first year return is 20,000. Okay, 40,000. Second year and third year 60,000, and the last year 80,000. So these are the returns before tax. So now I'll tell you how many years it requires to get back your investment. How many years or years plus months you require to get back your initial investment of rupees 1 lakh. How much we are investing into particular business? It is 1 lakh rupees investment. So these are the returns you are getting before tax. The first year return 20,000, second year 40,000, third year 60,000, and the fourth year 80,000. Okay, this is all about this project, particular project. Fine. Now we need to understand how many years or months or years plus months it requires to get back our investment. Fine. To find out your investment tenure or period, you need to apply one of the capital budgeting techniques called payback period, my friends. Okay, alright. Number 1, determination of payback period. Determination of payback period. Right. Fine. What is the formula to find out payback period? Okay. Before that, see, wherever you given CFBT, you have to convert it into CFAT. Unless you convert CFBT into CFAT, you cannot apply any of the capital budgeting technique. Either payback period, discounted payback period, net present value, profitability index, cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio, or accounting rate of return or average rate of return, or it may be internal rate of return or modified internal rate of return, whatever it could be. 5 important techniques are there. Last one is MIRR, modified internal rate of return. My concentration is to explain you 5 different techniques of capital budgeting, starting from payback period, internal rate of return, my friends. So this is first one, the first techniques of capital budgeting. It is payback period, discounting and non-discounting techniques, my friends. To calculate payback period, we have to convert CFBT into CFAT. Why? Because still we have not paid a tax to government. It's time to pay tax to the government. Say the tax rate is 50%. Okay, income tax will be paid on income, right? We need to reduce our depreciation, because depreciation amount is tax-free amount. No need to pay tax on depreciation. So first we'll remove depreciation, then we'll pay tax to the government, again we add depreciation. I tell you, my friends, don't worry at all. Please follow me till end. You'll understand capital budgeting entire techniques. Fine? Okay. Now the years are 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the profit. Okay, before taxes. Now, first I will remove the depreciation. Right? Depreciation see my friends, depreciation, again there are types of depreciation. Depreciation means a decrease in the value of asset. Business point of view, it is loss. Correct? Likewise, we have depreciation, increase in the value of asset. Business point of view, it is gain or profit. Right? Fine. Now, there are two types of depreciation. One is fixed installment method and another one is reducing method. Okay, reducing, declining method, diminishing, balancing method of depreciation. Okay, let us consider, according to our project, our depreciation is fixed or straight line method of depreciation at 10%. You know, you calculate depreciation on your machinery or investment. Okay, our investment is 1 lakh rupees. Now you tell me the 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000 and it is fixed for all the 4 years. How to calculate this depreciation? 1 lakh into 10%. 1 lakh into 10 divided by 100 equals to, simple, it is 10,000 marks. So this is the simplification of depreciation. How to calculate depreciation? It is nothing but cost of the machine or investment into the rate of depreciation. Okay, our depreciation is 10% and our investment is 1 lakh. So 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000, my friends. This is straight line method of depreciation. So I consider for all 4 years 10,000 rupees. So this is initial investment. So exhausted. The first year depreciation is 10,000. Second year also 10,000 because it is straight line method of depreciation, my friends. So this is 10,000. Now, what is this? Cash flow after depreciation but before tax. Fine? Okay. Fine. Now, 20,000 minus 10,000, it is 10,000. 40,000 minus 10,000, it is 30,000. 60,000 minus 10,000, it is 50,000. 80,000 minus 10,000, it is 70,000. So these figures are nothing but cash flow after depreciation but before tax. Now it's time to pay our tax. Say tax rate we have to consider, say 50%. So let us take 50% tax. So now it's time to pay the tax. Less tax at 50%. Right. So 50% tax we have to pay on cash flow after depreciation but before tax. Now we pay tax on these figures. Fine. Now 50% of 10,000, it's half of the 10,000, it is 5,000, my friends. So 50% of 30,000, it is nothing but 15,000. So 25,000. So 50% of 7,000 is nothing but 35,000, my friends. So this is nothing but your tax. Now, once you pay the tax, it is said to be a cash flow after depreciation, after tax. See, very important, my friends. Whenever you pay tax to the government after depreciation, it is said to be CFAD 80. It means cash flow after depreciation, after tax. It is nothing but profit of the organization. It is nothing but profit of the organization. Okay, now cash flow after depreciation, after tax. So 10,000 minus 5,000, it is 5,000. 30,000 minus 15,000, same 50,000, 15,000 because it is 50%. So 50,000 minus 25,000 equals to, it is 25,000. 70,000 minus 35,000 equals to 35,000, my friends. Fine. Now calculate the profit. So 5,000, 15,000, 20,000. So this 30,000 and 30,000. 60 plus 20 equals to, so profit equals to 80,000. Profit equals to 80,000. So this is nothing but the profit of the organization, my friends. So again, to find out CF 80, you have to add the depreciation, right? You have deducted earlier, but the same depreciation, it must be added. So the depreciations are same. It is 10,000 because it is straight line method being applied. The same depreciation we have to add here. So these are the 4 years depreciation. Okay, we have to add this depreciation from this profit, right? If you add this depreciation, it is nothing but CF80. CF80. This is nothing but conversion of CFBT into CF80, my friends. Very important to apply the techniques of capital budgeting. Fine. Now, the CF80, the first one is exhausted. It is nothing but 1 lakh rupees investment. So 5,000 plus 10,000, it is nothing but 15,000. Okay, 25,000. 25 plus 10, 35,000. 35 plus 10 equals to 45,000. Right? This is nothing but cash flow after tax. Right? So how to convert your CFBT into CF80? It is one of the question mark to you guys. So first you deduct your depreciation, pay tax to the government and add depreciation. It is nothing but the conversion of CFBT into CF80. Now you can easily proceed with any of the technique of capital budgeting, whether it could be payback period, discounted payback period, net present value, profitability index, cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio, accounting rate of return or average rate of return, internal rate of return or modified internal rate of return. These are the 5 to 6 different techniques of capital budgeting can be applied after converting CFBT into CF80. CFBT means cash flow before tax into cash flow after tax, CF80, right? So conversion procedure from CFBT to CF80 of any project. So we have considered one simple project. We are investing how much? 1 lakh rupees, and we have considered this project for 4 years. The first year return is, it is 20,000, 40,000, 60,000, 80,000, but before tax. So after paying tax to the government, the profitability here is 5,000, 15,000, 25,000 and 35,000. So likewise we added the depreciation 15,000, 25,000, 35,000 and 45,000. This is our real cash flow after tax. This is our money. Now let us find out the payback period, whether our investment is coming back within the 4 years or not, right? Fine. Whether this project is profitable project or not. So there are so many angles to find out the profitability of the project. So irrespective of the techniques, the first of this one technique I applied here is payback period. So how many years or how many months or how many years plus months requires to get back our investment? So we have invested 1 lakh rupees and now we check out how many months or years it is required to get back. Right now, so payback period equals to, this is the formula, payback period equals to, so this is our cash flow after tax. We'll find out cumulative frequency. This one is exhausted. The first one is 15,000. So this is 15,000. 15,000 plus 25,000. It is nothing but 40,000, my friends. So this is 40,000. 40,000 plus 35,000. 75,000. 75,000 plus 45,000. It is 1,20,000. This is 20,000. So this is what the cumulative frequency. In short, it is called as CF. So first one, as it is saying 15,000. So then 15,000 plus 25,000, 40,000, 40,000 plus 35,000, 75,000, 75,000 plus 45,000, 1,20,000. Now, in which year our initial investment of rupees 1 lakh coming back to us? See the nearest term. Which is the nearest to 1 lakh? Nearest or less than or equals to 1,20,000 is greater than 1 lakh. We should not consider this one. I think 75,000 is nearest, less than or equal to 1 lakh. It is only 75,000. So 75,000 we are getting back in which year? Third year. Which year? Third year. Third year. Still we have to get back 25,000. So 25,000 is here. Here. So please, okay, highlight like this. 75,000 which year? Third year. And remaining 25,000 is here. It requires how many months? I tell you how to calculate this. Okay, highlight 75 and next CF80 highlighted. Then here it is number which year it is coming back the nearest figure. Right. Fine. Now payback period, the coming year is third year. 3 plus and how much we invested? 1 lakh. The nearest amount is for 3 years. Third year it is 75,000. So you have to minus, okay, in initial investment. So divided by, still 25,000 is there. It is in this figure. So divided by this next CF80 is 45,000, my friends. Right? So likewise you have to simplify. So payback period equals to 3 plus 1 lakh minus 75,000 is nothing but 25,000. 25,000 divided by 45,000, you will get 0.55. 0.55. It is nothing but 3.55 years. 3.55 years, or you may say payback period equals to 3 years. 3 years, approximately 6 months. 6 months approx. So this is our payback period. So almost all nearest to 4 years it is considering to get back our initial investment. I guess it is not so much good project as per the payback period, my friends. So it is taking almost all nearest to 4 years. See, it is 3.55. So it is nearest to 4 years, my friends. So if you would ask me whether you considered or not, sir, I say straight away, I won't consider this project because it is consuming almost all 4 years to get back my initial investment. If I am not getting my initial investment as soon as possible, then I would never say this project is good project, because I straight away reject this project. Right? Fine. Now this is number one technique, and the second. What is the second techniques? I said it is discounted payback period. Okay, discounted payback period is one kind of payback period. I won't explain the discounted payback period here. Straight away I follow net present value. The second one is NPV. So how to find out NPV? The second technique. See, my friend, the condition of NPV. If your NPV is indicating positive figure, your project could be accepted, otherwise project rejected. So let us go with the NPV concept, whether it is indicating positive or negative figure. Fine. Now the second one is determination of net present value, or NPV. So this net present value I consider at 10%. At 10%. Okay, we'll assume as 10% NPV. The same will follow here. Okay, according to this conclusion, we may accept or reject the project. Fine. Now, to find out the net present value, again we have to follow this CF80 cash flow after tax. So discount rate at 10% of NPV. So I get discount at 10%. 10% discount rate. So how to find out the discount rate? It is nothing but 1 divided by 1 plus R, my friends. See, if you want to learn how to find out this 10%, you have one formula. It is called 1 divided by 1 plus R. 1 divided by 1 plus R may be 10%, 10 divided by 100. 1 divided by 1 plus R, 10 divided by 100. Okay, so likewise it is 1.10. 1 divided by 1.10, you will get the values you have to press. Okay, equal to, okay, according to number of years. The first, this one, discount factor rate is 0.909. The second one is 0.826, my friends, and next 0.751, 0.683. I think you need explanation how I have calculated these figures. Friends, take the normal calculator, okay, put off, then put on the calculator, then 10%. 1, press 1 divided by 1.10 equals to, you will get 0.909. Again equal to 0.826, approximately you have to consider for third, this one digit. Then equal to 0.751. Then again equal to fourth time 0.683. If you press again equal to, you will get 0.621. Okay, likewise it is depends upon the number of years. For 10% it is 1 divided by 1.10. For 20% it is 1 divided by 1.20. For 30% it is 1 divided by 1.30. For 5% it is 1 divided by 1.05. For 2% it is 1 divided by 1.02. For 3% it is 1 divided by 1.03. So likewise you calculate this discount rate, my friends. Here it is 10%. Straight away you press 1 divided by 1.10 equals to 0.90 equals to 0.826 equals to 0.75 equals to 0.683. Likewise you calculate the discount rate, my friends. I think you understood how to find out the discount factors, right? So next one is present value. So for 10% I will calculate present value. So see here, your cash flow after tax is here and the discount rate 10%. So 15, this figure you have to multiply 15,000 into 0.909. It could be 30,635, my friends. So next one is 25,000 into 0.826, my friend. It is 20,650. Right? Likewise, 35,000 into 0.751. It is 26,285. Right? 45,000 into 0.683. It is 30,735, my friends. This is our present value. If you total this, you will get 503. So 91,305 is the gross present value, my friends. So gross present value is 91,305, my friends. So here it is heading determination of net present value, NPV at 10%. So NPV, net present value, equals to gross present value minus initial investment. This is the formula to find out net present value. So gross present value is 91,305, my friends, and the initial investment is 1 lakh. So initial investment is 1 lakh. Okay, if you deduct 1 lakh, you will get 8695, right? If you deduct this 1 lakh, we'll get 8,695, my friends. This is what net present value. So net present value is indicating it is 1 lakh, or it is in which case minus case. So it is less than the initial investment. It is not good project. As said, in case of payback period also, it is consuming almost all 4 years, and in case of net present value, it is indicating negative figure. So it is straight away rejected project. Okay, based on NPV also, it is not good project, my friends. So let us go with the third one, determination of. The third one is the third technique, determination of profitability index or cost benefit ratio at 10%, my friends. At 10%, same as it is. If NPV is 10%, means profitability index also will be 10%. So what is the formula to find out profitability index or cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio, meaning it is same? Very simple, gross present value divided by initial investment, my friends. So what is the gross present value? Gross present value is 91,305 upon. What is our initial investment? 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees. So if you divide this 0.91 million, it is 0.91 approximately. This is nothing but the profitability index or cost benefit ratio. So according to, even in case of profitability index or cost benefit ratio or benefit cost ratio, it must be more than or equals to 1, my friends. It must be more than 1 according to me. It is straight away rejected project because it is less than 1. In case of payback period, it is almost all consuming 4 years to get back the initial investment, rejected. In case of net present value, it is indicating negative figures, straight away rejected. In case of profitability index, it is indicating less than 1. Less than 1 means straight away rejected. 1 means you may be accepted or you may be rejected. It's left on you. If it is more than 1, you have to accept it. If you have multiple projects, you compare the project. Okay, those projects giving more, this one return, you accept, and others will be rejected. So likewise, I have solved 3 different techniques before you, my friends. The first one is payback period, the second one is this one, net present value, and the third one is profitability index. Now I'll explain you accounting rate of return, my friends. So please have very careful look to know how to find out. I'll rub this entire 3 different techniques. So based on these 3 different techniques, this project is rejected. The next step, the fourth techniques, the fourth one right here, the fourth one is determination of accounting rate of return. It is also known as average rate of return. Right. So what is the formula to find out accounting rate of return? I tell you, there are 2 different formulas applied by the company, Formula 1 and Formula 2. Okay, Formula 1 means average investment. Formula 2 means total investment. Formula 1 means average investment. Formula 2 means total investment. Fine. Now, I'll take first formula, accounting or average rate of return 1 equals to average profit divided by average investment. Average investment into 100. Correct? Now, we don't know the average profit, so we find out the average profit. So, average profit equals to So how to find out the average profit? We'll find out the total profit. So formula will be total profit divided by number of years. What is the formula? Average profit equals to total profit divided by number of years. Right. Now, so what is total profit? So I already told you profit is here and the total profit is 80,000, my friends. So this is 80,000. 80,000 divided by number of years. You know, 0 is always 0. It is initial investment here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 years. How many years? 4 years. If you divide this 80,000 divided by 4, 80 over 4 equals to, it is 2, my friends. So 2 means it is 20,000. So average profit equals to 20,000. Right. Next, I want average investment. So how to find out average investment? So average investment, there is a standard formula. Average investment equals to total investment divided by 2. Don't take number of years. This is the standard formula. Average investment equals to total investment divided by 2. In case of average profit, total profit divided by number of years. Please don't take number of years here. It is absolutely incorrect, my friends. Okay, according to expertise, the formula is total investment divided by 2. What is our total investment? It is nothing but 1 lakh rupees. So 1 lakh divided by 2. It is nothing but half of the 1 lakh. It is 50,000, my friends. So average investment equals to 50,000. Therefore, accounting rate of return 1. The formula is average profit. So average profit is 20,000, my friends. 20,000 divided by average investment is 50,000 into 100 it is. Where? Here. Into 100. Right? 20,000 divided by 50,000 into 100 equals to 40%. What is accounting rate of return? 1. So ARR1 is 40%. So the one more formula says the ARR equals to average profit. Formula I told you already. Okay, only total. Here you write total investment. Total investment into 100, my friends. So average profit we already calculated here. Average profit it is nothing but total profit this one and average profit is 20,000. So I write 20,000 divided by total investment is 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh into 100. So if you divide this is nothing but 20%. Okay, half of this 40%, half of the 40% is 20%. So ARR2, average rate of return or accounting rate of return equals to 20%, my friends. So this is what the accounting rate of return, my friends. So after this techniques of capital budgeting, I'll explain you how to find out internal rate of return, my friends. Okay, this is all about accounting rate of return. If you are not getting also, please pause this video, go back and watch it very carefully to understand the entire techniques of capital budgeting, my friends. So in one video I am explaining entire this one techniques, discounting and non-discounting techniques of capital budgeting, friends. Now let us solve one of the last techniques of capital budgeting, IRR, internal rate of return, my friends. Okay, I'll rub this one, fourth techniques. So after this I'll solve one of the last techniques of capital budgeting, my friends. Right. So before that I tell you, so what are things you have to consider in case of internal rate of return calculation. Friends, this is very important talk on internal rate of return. Whenever you calculate internal rate of return, the conditions are, the first one is your initial investment. Your initial investment is playing very important role in case of calculation of internal rate of return. First of all, you need to calculate the gross present value. Two gross present values are very important here. Okay, highest and lowest. Highest and lowest. These two different gross present value playing very important role in calculation of IRR. I am telling you repeatedly because very important it is. These are the standards to calculate IRR. It's not easy task how we calculated payback period, okay, net present value, profitability index, and ARR 1 and 2. Here we have to follow some standards. See, first of all, we need to find out the gross present value, and the gross present value must be, okay, slightly more than 1 lakh or equal to, this is 1 lakh, more than 1 lakh equals to, and less than 1 lakh equals to. Slightly. Try to understand. Okay, one figure must be slightly more than 1 lakh or equal to 1 lakh. And another gross present value slightly less than 1 lakh or equal to 1 lakh. This is nothing but the standard condition when you calculate internal rate of return, my friends. So please follow this standard. So how to find out these two figures? I tell you, I'll explain you. Don't worry at all. I am there to solve. Fine. Now let us write the heading, the fifth one. Okay, determination of IRR, internal rate of return, my friends. Fine. So what is the formula to find out internal rate of return? I tell you afterwards. First, I'll consider this year 1, 2, 3, 4 and CF80. Always consider CF80. Don't consider CFBT. This is nothing but CF80. The first year it is 15,000, and the second one is 25,000. Third one is 35,000, and the fourth one is 45,000. So these are the CF80 cash flow after tax, my friends. Now, the two different rates we need to find out. One rate must be greater than or equals to 1 lakh, and one rate must be lesser than equals to 1 lakh. 1 lakh why I am considering? Because our initial investment in this project is 1 lakh. So I am considering 1 lakh rupees as a standard. Fine. Now, the first discount rate, discount at. See, already I have calculated for 10%. 10%. It is 0.90986, likewise 0.683. So likewise we calculate present value, and this present value is 91,000. See, it is less than 1 lakh. Okay, I'll try to consider this gross present value nearest to 1 lakh. Let us check whether will increase this gross present value more than 91,305 and less than or equal to 1 lakh. I'll try. What is the rate of this 91,305? It is 10%. If it is 10%, 91,305. If I want to increase this 91,305, I must decrease this. So according to my perception, I must decrease it to 6%, my friends. So okay, I'll try 6%. Okay, you may try 9% first. Okay, then 8%, then 7%. Okay, afterwards you'll stop to 6%. I knew it because I can easily calculate by the evaluation of the mind. So according to me, in case of 10%, it is 91,305. I straight away consider 6% because the 6% figure goes okay beyond the 1 lakh. So beyond the 1 lakh, it may be 6%. Let us check discount at 6%. So values of 6% we need to find out, my friends. So that 10% and 6%, 0.943. How to find out this figure? 0.943, 0.890. In case of 6%, it is 0.840, 0.890, 0.840, and 0.792. So how to get this value? It is very simple. You press 1 divided by 1.06. You get first equal to 0.943, second equals to 0.890, third equal to 0.840, and the last fourth equal to 0.792, my friends. So this is all about at 6%. Next we calculate present value. So you need to multiply this 15,000 into 0.943, you will get 14,145. 14,145, my friends. So likewise 25,000 into 0.890, 22,250 you will get. 22,250 you will get. So likewise 35,000 into 0.840 you will get 29,400. 29,400. Next 45,000 into 0.792 you will get 35,640. 35,640, my friends. This is entire calculation of present value, which is already calculated there at 10%, and the same I am calculating there for 6%. So likewise you have to calculate gross present value, GPV. If you add these 14,145, 22,250, 29,400, 35,640, you will get 1,01,000. 1,01,435. See, this is slightly increased, slightly or greater than 1 lakh. So this is the lowest rate, my friends. So lowest rate and highest rate is very important. Fine. Now straight away we calculate the next discount factor is discount at 7%. If I increase, it will decrease. If I increase for 6%, it is 1,01,435. I want to decrease it because I want less than 1 lakh also. So from 6% to I'll make it 7%. I'll get less than this. Okay, now how to find out this 7%? 1 divided by 1.07, my friends. 1 divided by 1.07, my friends. So first one is 0.935. 0.935. How to calculate this? 1 divided by 1.07. So next one is, if you press once again, equal to 0.873. 0.873. Likewise, if you press further equals to, you will get 0.816. 0.816. And at last equals to, you will get 0.763. 0.763. This is nothing but your discount at 7%, my friends. And for this 7%, again we calculate present value. So present value calculation is based on this. The first one is this two. You will get this present value, and next you multiply CF80 into this discount rate. So 15,000 into 0.935, you will get 14,025, my friends. 14,025. The next 25,000 into 0.873 equals to 21,825. 21,825, my friends. So likewise, if you multiply 35,000 into 0.816, you get 28,560. 28,560. So likewise, if you multiply this 45,000 into 0.763, you will get 34,335. 34,335. 35 my friends, and again you have to add, you will get around 98,745. 98,745 my friends. This is nothing but gross present value. So gross present value, this is highest rate and this is lowest rate. Okay, likewise you have the formula of IRR my friends. So what is the formula? Lower rate plus present value at lower rate minus initial investment divided by present value at lower rate minus present value at higher rate into higher rate minus lower rate my friends. Now your answer must be between this 6 and 7 my friends. So likewise you write lower rate. What is the lower rate? The lower rate is this 6. So I write lower rate is 6. Present value at lower rate. So present value at lower rate is this 1,1,435. 1,1,435 and initial investment it is 1 lakh. So this is your 1 lakh and divided by, so present value at lower rate, the same figure you write 1,01435 and present value at higher rate is 7%. So present value at higher rate is 98,745. 98,745 into highest rate is 7, lowest rate is 6. So 7 minus 6 my friends. So likewise you simplify this. Okay, again you 6 plus and if you do minus, okay, it is nothing but 1,435. Okay, and divided by, again if you have to minus this, you will get the value. Okay, so if you divide this 1,01435 minus 987, if you minus this you will get 26901 friends, and 7 minus 6 it is nothing but 1. If you divide and multiply by 1 you will get 0.53. Okay, 6 plus 0.53, your IRR equals to 6.53% my friends. This is all about the calculation of the techniques of capital budgeting from payback period till internal rate of return. I have explained you 5 different techniques of capital budgeting, including discounting and non-discounting techniques of capital budgeting. If you have any doubt, any query, please feel free to comment or straight away ask me by the social media so that I'll understand your problems and I'll try to improve my explanation. Thank you one and all. Have a nice time.